So I'm pretty sure I just heard the Canada Post delivery guy. We're gonna go outside and check out what just came in the mail. To speed things up a little bit, I've gone ahead and I've unboxed the product so far, because I'm not going to lie to you and say that I haven't actually been curious enough to check out what was in here, but we're going to open up things on camera so that you guys can see what BetaFPV actually sent out for the review. So some of the things that you're going to see in this video are not going to be actually reviewed today, but today we're actually just going to be reviewing the Lite Radio 3, which is actually comes with Express LRS built in, and from what I heard, it actually has a module bay. So that's one of the products we're going to be reviewing today. And we also have the Express LRS Meteor65 Pro. I'm a huge fan of the Meteor65 Pro, and I have so many of these things kicking around. They're so much fun for flying inside, and they're extremely durable. Like, these things go through so much treatment and still keep coming back for more. What's cool is in the package, I noticed right away, it comes with all the usual stuff, but the USB adapter looks a little bit different than it did in the past. Let's take a look at what else comes in the package. So we get a nice durable Type-C cable for the USB charger. Of course, the signature BetaFPV USB charger with 2 charger ports on one side, and if it's like the first charger, it will have a red and green light, which will indicate the charging status of the batteries. And there's a nice heavy-duty Type-C charger on the other side. I'm not entirely sure if the Type-C charger port on this side will fast charge it, but 100% it's going to be more durable than the previous model of USB. Of course, we get a screwdriver for removing the canopy or the screws on the motors. And we get a spare set of props. That's awesome. Always need extra props. As well as a manual QR code reader. So if you guys go ahead and grab this product and you're stuck on something with the setup or something's not working properly for you, there is a BetaFPV support QR code reader that you can just read that code with your phone and it'll direct you right to the support page. It always seems to come with these trusty batteries, and I've got a whole handful of these, and these things are crazy tough. So charging the battery is as simple as plugging in a USB, plugging in the other side, and away you go. Now we just have to take these 2 batteries here, pop them into the charger, and it should make an indication status for both of them that it's red and it's charging. As soon as I look at it, I can notice that it's a bit bigger than my 65. But it's called the 65 Pro ELRS, so Express LRS obviously. I'm going to put it beside one of my other 65s and just look at it up close to see the difference between the 2 of them. So if I put these guys nose to nose, you can see that the Pro model is slightly larger on all areas, like nose to nose it's larger, side to side it's larger, just by that tiniest little bit. Rear to rear obviously it's larger because it's the same size on all areas, but that's pretty cool. And I noticed that the props are a tiny bit bigger as well. First off, let's start out by scaling up the Meteor65 Pro. See what it's coming in at. 21 grams, 29 grams with a battery. And the Meteor65 Pro Express LRS is coming in at 22 grams and 30 grams with a battery. Before we go too far, just wanted to let you guys know that it is actually a rechargeable transmitter as well. There is a battery that comes in the controller. I'm not sure where it is, to be honest. So I actually just looked at the manual, and one thing I was kind of disappointed about was the fact that it does have the module bay on here, but there's no way to add an external battery if you wanted to. So with the first radio, let's take a look at this. At the back here, there's actually a port where you can add a 2-cell battery and just plug in with the balance board. And if your battery died, you could just pop in another 2S battery that would fit inside this port and use the balance plug to keep your battery charged. That was a great idea, and I understand probably because of the space where they had to fit the module, that could have been a hard thing to do, but I'm wondering if there's another place they could have possibly put it, because now with this radio we're stuck with one battery in the transmitter and having to recharge it. So to start the bind process, we'll go ahead and press the power button on the transmitter. Make sure that throttle's all the way down. And on the bottom is where you'll find the bind button when the time comes. But at this point we want to go and take that BT 2.0 battery, plug it into the bottom, and we get power right away. So I'm gonna try and bind it without pressing the button on the bottom and see if it works, but we might have to press that yellow button on the bottom to bind it. Let's go ahead and press the bind button on the controller first and see what happens. It's flashing red. It may have just bound, I'm not sure. Let's unplug the battery and plug it back in. So, it did not bind. At this point I believe we have to press the gold button on the bottom here. It's hard to see in the camera, but it's right here in the corner, right there. You want to press that button and hold it. It's going to put the Express LRS receiver into bind mode. It's currently looking for a source right now. At this point we'll go down underneath the transmitter and press that bind button. And I believe it's bound. Awesome, we've got it all bound up now. It's working, so at this point we have to take it over to BetaFlight, make sure my switches and everything are correct, and away we go from there. Apparently I did not even have to take this thing into BetaFlight and set anything up. The switches are legit set up from the factory. I can press the arm switch where the arm is. It even makes a red LED when it's armed. Press the arm switch again, and it shuts off. Green LED. That is pretty cool. If you guys are interested in picking up some of the products that you've seen in this video, I'll make sure to leave some links in the description below. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you so much BetaFPV for sending these products out.